What is up, guys? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a new one in from Civivi that we're going to check out, guys. Let's get into it. All right, this new one is designed by Ostapel, and this one is the HID. Nice, affordable option from Civivi knife. Been a little while since I've seen them brand on the blade versus just in the pivot. Very interesting hardware on here as well. Looks like it's oversized, or they are all using bolts with pivot collars, which you don't see that often here on the 2-screw construction per side. Well, it's 2-screw construction, but it may be 4-screw because it's going straight into a standoff, and I'm wondering if maybe the pivot may not be captive. Deep carry wire pocket clip on this particular one. It is reversible. Don't see the blade steel here. Let's go ahead and pop it open. Wow, look at that big old thin ground sheep's foot blade. Don't have the blade steel on the package. On the handle, but the package says it is 14C28N. They do write small. Oh, yep, I see it. I see it right there. I'm going to do my best to hold it in this place and move it around a little bit, and hopefully you are seeing that. Nice full size, almost feels like a chef's knife. Look at that, man. I have tons of space on this particular one. Very neutral handle, very comfortable ergonomically. You know, even though it is large, it doesn't feel stupid heavy. And that's probably because this is G10, blue G10, yep. You got a steel lock bar access. It actually may not be easy to see, but it has some knurling on there. Oh boy, this is a guillotine for sure. Woo! Is there a way to stop that from falling? Okay, so it may hurt, but if it lands on your thumb there a little bit, you're not quite on the edge. I'm trying to see if you get up close. Now, this is just going to be one you're going to want to get out of the way of in time. The fuller is reversible. Cool, cool, cool. Nice jimping. Oh, look at that. Jimping all the way out on the tip for those detailed cuts for that excellent ergos on it. You can choke way up here to really get some nice controlled cuts out on the tip. You can choke back if you like to do that as well to control through some push cuts. And then if you're doing some chopping, oh yeah. Even with my big hands, able to chop on this one pretty easily. So I do like to see that. Tabletop chopping is not going to be difficult to do with that at all. This thing is super thin, guys. Very thin blade stock on here, guys. This is going to be such an excellent slicer. And it's interesting because, you know, I don't really think Civivi does too many to kind of compete with like the Sheepdog XL, Corvid, and things of that nature. And this is definitely one of those. And a very neutral design if you do like a larger knife. Fold it up. It's going to take up a full pocket if you're going to carry this one by itself. Let's do some size comparisons. All right, here's what I'm carrying today. We got the Sugar Maple Jack from Traditional Pocket Knives as my companion carry, and my full-sized carry is going to be my Spyderco Bodacious, and you can see the HID just absolutely larger than both of these. And you know, I didn't even realize that when I set out to do these recordings today that these all actually match one another. It all looks like a coordinated carry, but that's purely coincidental, guys. Let me get these out of the way. We'll go ahead and wrap it up with final thoughts and impressions. All right, final thoughts and impressions on the HID. I like this. Wow, totally dawned on me as I was doing the edit for the HID. I didn't give it a score. So I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. 1's the lowest, 10's the highest. The HID for me was a 6.2. Nice solid score. I love that it was a big old chunky knife. That's the dog saying that they agree. My apologies for not including that in there. I like that it's kind of a large folding chef's knife, kitchen knife, whatever you want to call this. I think it's thin and it's going to perform very well. It's going to be very slicey on here. The attention to detail is good, locked up solid, good access to the lock bar. And like I said, this one here, because of the fact that it does have a large, you know, slightly heavy blade, this one here is going to be one that you're going to want to be very careful with and controlled with, open and close it. You don't want it to fall. it will definitely bite you for sure. And Civivi's fit and finish is done well. Nice jimping and knurling. The G10 feels really nice on here. I know G10's a cheap material, but when it's done well, it has the proper texturing and a little bit of attention to detail. The little minor things on here can go a really long way to make G10 not feel like just your basic stock material that you put on here that is or subjectively better than FRN. Now the satin finish on here is kind of a fingerprint magnet. I think I would have liked more of like a static wash or a stone wash, but I'm not going to be too picky choosy, I should say, about that with this particular one. Pretty cool overall design. I'd love to see what you think about this one down in the comments below. If you're interested and you use my links down below, it will help the channel. That is totally up to you. If you enjoyed today's video, a like would be appreciated. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. Would love to have you follow along as I grow the channel. Special shout out and thanks to my channel members. Love you guys. That's it for me today. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.